Now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from P in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Chicago leading by 11. George is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Sarr. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Bacon the pass to Thomas. Here's Jordan. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Jordan's got 8 points.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, and this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
When a team Doris is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
Got a piece of it. George with the steal. Here's Carrington. He's got 9. Over Thomas. And it's Carrington missing. And the pass to Champ. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For the away team.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Here's Carrington. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Jordan finds Thomas. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now there's... starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Fires the 3, and again, Washington with the triple.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite. His 4th giveaway tonight, just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
Here's Carrington. 11 points in the game. George passes to Sarr. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Here's Carrington. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Thomas with it. George picks him up. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Shooting for the away team. Law. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Wizards making a change here. Champagne's checked in. That one misses.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild. And if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. He's off on the first. Smith checked in for Mr. Moves. And he sinks the second. And here is Thomas. He's got 14. 1:27 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Champ. The second chance effort. Good work there as it goes. Thomas got 16.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Brogdon outside. Count that one. He's got 15.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Thomas passes to Champ. Back to Thomas. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Thomas at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time.
And give them credit for the work they've done at the line. Nothing new. They're always impressive in terms of free throw shooting, but still worth mentioning.
Here's Carrington. Thomas covering. Brogdon outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's Carrington missing. The Bulls leading by 8. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
And it's in there. Sarr's got 13.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And so it's Chicago, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, all about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Bulls. their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Man.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jordan is out there with Smith. Then it's Thomas. Then it's P. And it's Mann in at the 1. Passes to Champagnie. Sarr with it. He kicks it to White. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Thomas passes to Smith. Thomas dishes to Smith. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And Jordan sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. James Harden, he's checked in for the Bulls.
James Harden. Substitution on the court.
Brogdon outside. Outside for Smart. The Wizards with another miss. The Bulls leading by 14. Here's the 3. Thomas grabs the rebound. Thomas got his 4th rebound in this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
4th personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for the away team, Bacon. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Sarr's checked in for Washington. The Bulls also changing it up. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Mack. Jordan comes in for P. And Mr. Moves subbed in for Champ. Wizards trail by 15. Here's Smart. Banked in off the glass.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Outside, Jordan. Back to Thomas. Wasted no time on that one. Thomas got 20 points.
Jordan.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They grab their own miss. In the corner, it's Sarr. And it's off from three-point range. The Bulls leading by 15. A chance here to get a quick injury report. For an update on Corey Kispert's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Wizards about his status. And guys, he said it is a broken leg. You can imagine how much pain he's in right now. It's tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed. I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Pass to Thomas. Over Smart. Thomas's shot is off. Wizards trail by 17. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
To the
This
away
is one
team.
of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Brogdon, he's checked in for Coulibaly. And Chicago also making a switch. Max checked in for Bacon. Thomas passes to Matt. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they've had assists now on their last 3
Timeout on the
baskets.
floor.
Time called here. The
Timeout.
Wizards decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Defense Player of the Game, Heath.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Outside for Smart. Carries the long-range jumper. Smart's got 11 in the second half.
Well, though he's not known as a prolific three-point shooter, Marcus Smart takes his time, delivers. That's a big-time shot.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Champagnie passes to Brogdon. To the middle. It's all in by the Bulls. Jordan's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. To the paint. Here's Thomas. And then Thomas with the dunk.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Wizards trail by 20. Brogdon the pass to Sarr. The dish now to Smart. And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Pete.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Brogdon hits them both.
What you love about Malcolm Brogdon is his consistency. This guy not gifted with incredible athleticism, but he's a knockdown shooter. He competes on the defensive end, one of the smartest players between the lines of an NBA basketball floor.
Jordan, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 20.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Thomas outside, offline. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. James, you guys facing a back-to-back on the road. A tough schedule, but so far so good, right?
It's tough, man. We're a resilient team. We work extremely hard, you know what I'm saying? So put the pressure on us, but we're mentally tough. Big-time win on the road, and we got another one tomorrow.
Yeah, you win on the road with mental more than physical, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
Everything lit. Yes, lit. Yes, lit. Yes, lit. You know I got the wave, I don't even swim. Hold on. And it's lit. And it's lit. And it's lit. Like Milwaukee, walk, get bucks. Who walk when I'm lit? Baby, I'm the man, W's up. We the winning in the city. Spent the bag on the bad. Had to treat her good, shorty, clean it up. Shorty. She know I'm a. It's that make her wanna shake. See, I'm and now she wanna. It's that make her wanna shake. See, I'm and now she wanna. Yeah, your boy back, everything lit. Yes, lit. Yes, lit. You know I got the wave, I don't even swim. And it's lit. And it's lit. I was in the now I'm freed up. Yeah, I'm freed up. Say she wanna baby link up. Can't wait to meet her. Catch me in the spot. Like hey yo. They know who got the city. Can't do nothing with me. Catch me with the weddies. Drone or the Jenny. Zula 42s. Baby, what's the move? Look, call up Benny for the tools. And it's bustin'. She said, boy, you nice. I just get bodies in the sky, 2055. Yeah, your boy back, everything lit. Yes, lit. Yes, lit. Yes, lit. You know I got the wave, I don't even swim. Hold on. And it's lit. And it's lit. And it's lit. Walk, give up. And it's lit. And it's lit. And it's lit. You know I got the wave, I don't even swim. And it's lit. And it's lit. And it's lit.
I wouldn't approach us. Out in the world, ready. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Come to the hood, I give you a tour. They were content with life, but I wanted more. Thinking of ways of getting my foot in the door. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. All of the homies we had turning to ghosts. We didn't know any better or know how to cope. Had to try out for the team, then wait on results. That was St. Andrews, I hated the coach. Entering raffles, I was just doing the most. Paying to play for the shows, you know how it goes. Plotting with ass, we were just struggling on unemployment, back on the ropes. I had to get it in motion, get it in motion. Listen to Quick on the radio, then were the days. Balancing options, getting in so many ways. So many plays, I ended up playing it safe. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Watching you vomit, I'm dominant, juggling how many flows. Please don't compare me to none of these. I touch it and turn into dominant gold. All of the time that I spend on myself is in silence. I'm ducking and dodging these slide on you. You thought that I ran out of that's when it's time to making them. Got nothing to prove the way that I'm killing the mic. Couldn't imagine this happening back when my mama was making the stew with the rice. Enrolled in college for only like half a semester. I knew that it wouldn't suffice. Said that I'd either be and jump with my destiny. Couldn't have proven them right. I had to get it in motion. Let's 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 get it in motion. Like it's electric. Hit the floor, 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 like that. Hit the floor, 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 like that. Hit the floor. Yeah, what's up? What's happening? Dog, what's going on? Hit the floor. Yeah, we set it off. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the floor. Yeah, what's up? What's happening? Dog, what's going on?
green, stop playing with me. I hate boring, they be throwing off my energy. Calling me sis, no, you ain't no kin to me. I done dropped my, I'm not even, yeah, I'm Timothy. Real, love to hate, say it's fake, but I'm real thick. Playing crack, loose screw, I call drip. Always get my way, what can I say? I'm hard to deal with. See that man a day, either way, I'm still lit. I brought all my with me, they ain't check me at the door. I feel like the 10 man, all they had to talk. She been tweeting like she tough, we gon' catch that outside. I told Brooke get the balloons, we gon' throw her a surprise. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. I got $5, it's a holiday. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. We gon' bring them sparklers out, time to celebrate. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. I got $5, it's a holiday. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. We gon' bring them sparklers out, time to celebrate.
They had enough. Every time they threw a party, came through that sideways. We put rock shots this all year. Got that on Winnie Day. I'm baby Drew, made my name on put. Grain digger, same. Hop out with that. Drew just walked inside the party. Got these taking chances. Lot of sex, she spouted off. She sitting the drop on the way. Drew just another. Take let's celebrate. Twitter beat, don't do the back and forth. Pull up for days. Rockin' purple jeans, I can't take that boy serious. I got crosses on my pants. Be real just to give them. Saint Laurent all on my back. I put on my acting like that. Knowing they know I ain't serving me at the door. I'm on my rap. Talking crazy, quit. Gangsters get a don't know if I'm forming that part. Feel like walking flock, cause I just got the in here.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. I got $5, it's a holiday. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. We gon' bring them sparklers out, time to celebrate. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. I got $5, it's a holiday. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. We gon' bring them sparklers out, time to celebrate.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses, where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to sell a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathletes. It's in my DNA to have hope and make a way. Good energy will hit that MJ fade away. Miss me with the hate and now, bruh, not today. Stayed in my lane, didn't complain, this was meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. I'ma let bygones be bygones. I'ma keep rapping till I turn into an icon. Back against the ropes, kept swinging like Tyson. Back in the booth now, snapping as a python. Had to rise up to the horizon. Use my words to connect, no Verizon. Speak the truth, I'ma show you chase your dreams. I'm living proof. Not the industry type, but I'ma grind from the roots. Ooh, see my family struggle from the start. I'm gonna change the trajectory. Put some respect to me. Plant the seeds daily, foundation, that's the recipe. If you walked in my shoes, then you knew this meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm here to be the voice for the people and break the generational curse.
This one for the girls, this one for the dogs, yeah. Listen when money talks, yeah. Listen when money great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside...
Wasn't always this way. I was a young man with a lot to say, but nowadays I feel best on my own. Don't want to pick up the phone, I just want to be left up. Please don't talk to me, I don't want to talk to you. You're not the kind of person I want to know. To do, 'cause I don't like you and I don't trust you, and I feel like I'm always to blame in this kind of situations where I'm the one that's outspoken. And don't tell me that I'm wrong. I know I'm the good one.
Man.
Chills to the 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lane, tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stained, I'm out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of in them streets. To the boy alley hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when it got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you living on spine? Bro, better off, and you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. Now I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. Looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse. Woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep. Everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops. Wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Cognac bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rat. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang gang. But you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got when the light got turned. Got his when the boy won't learn. Big shorty when the block gets served. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like I get a like yeah.
I don't play cards around me. Sit behind it, got dog me. I wasn't too good at math, on God, I run with problems. I'm a money harlot. Not even all of it. People falling. Go, money calling. 34, feel like Yanni. Niggas Yanni. Bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party.
I've been way too teed to ever let one of these play with me. Stay out the way with me, it get hot like a block on a day when it's 80 degrees. Top out the top on the land was me and Tans was in Miami like the Heat. Top out the top on the land was me and Tans was in Miami like bam. If you gonna boss up, then you gotta learn how to take some losses, bro. What it cost it, bro. And it got me exhausted, bro. My rollie go 40 below. Money and loyalty, all that I know. Cardi my glasses, Cardi my... We run the city like cardio. I open my eyes and still see... And walk in the kitchen, it smell like... Woke up with a stallion, driving a boat. I've been fighting my demons, I'm whipping the ghosts. Proud of my glasses, proud of my lows. My brother tell me that I'm proud of you folks. Some gon' show love and some gon' hate for no reason. I'm already knowing. They try to stop me, but it's this bad. She telling me keep going. They try to lock me out, somehow still all worked out like Terrell Lawrence. They try to knock me down, somehow I still get back up. And I keep going, I keep proving, I keep showing. I keep developing, I keep growing.
All my favorite hoodies at a bad condo. I know this on my back like I'm Rondo. Sitting on my lap while I'm sliding through Chicago. Now we drive the boat, but when we came here, a wise man told me follow anywhere the star go. So I'm in that double lines blacker than some charcoal. Open up the doors and scan you like a ball. For the little, for the vato. See ya in Berea, boy, you better duck your taco. They be capping like they captain, I'm the capo. And I still ship go anywhere that I
Lexus, you always challenging me. You know I love it when you challenge me, so let's do it.
Had to wear the Proving Grounds jersey today for this gameplay because I'm pretty excited. All right, what's the game plan, guys?
We'll just play sides if that's possible. But
Pass
if
the
not,
ball, exploit
I think we should be
mismatches,
fine.
kick out. Yeah, we good. We got him.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna let him backdoor me because I know they're trying to do that.
Good defense.
I got you.
Yep.
LD, I got you.
Yep, good defense.
Nice, get that rebound.
Let's
Nice.
Boom. Oh, they found
That
me.
was a
I
good
swear
foul.
he
That was a good foul.
Got good defense on you.
Yep.
It's all right. I see you, Power. Good shot.
Let's hear it for the starting five of your Orlando Magic. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 3, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. At center, 6'10", number 34, Wendell Carter Jr. At guard, 6'4", number 4, Jalen Suggs. At forward, 6'10", number 22, Franz Wagner. At forward, 6'10", number 5, Paolo Banchero. The head coach of your home team. Make some noise for your Orlando Magic.
And And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Mr. Moves, P out there with P, and there's Mr. Moves. And it's Jordan in at the power forward position. And for Orlando, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point. All right, Greg, here we are on the day before Thanksgiving, a very special time of the year. Any favorite Thanksgiving traditions or foods for you or your family?
Oh, Kevin, I'm a sweet potato pie lover, but I tell you, man, I love it all. I can't wait.
Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Black's subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Champs checked in for Chicago. Thomas comes in for Mack. Now, here's Thomas. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Jordan. Great defense that time from Banchero.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Here's Jordan. Here's Mann. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, it took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
The Magic trail by 4. Here's Black. We saw him with 10 points last game. He kicks it to Suggs. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Jordan, the pass to Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Now it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Black. Driving inside. Got a hand on it. Champ, the pass to Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And Orlando has possession. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Shoots. And that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs, so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Thomas passes to Mann. Suggs with the steal. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 4-point Chicago lead.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking. The scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And he knocks down the first one. Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. Anthony comes in for Wagner. And Chicago also making a switch. Bacon, he's checked in for P. And both free throws good for Thomas.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Look, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Here's Bacon after the Magic pick up 2. Pass to Thomas. Down low, here's Ha. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Hey guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Bacon. His last outing, he had 8 points. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Thomas passes to Bacon. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Passes it to Bitadze. Man with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 10. Out to the right wing. Thomas. Good. Thomas got 10.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
1:53 left here in the first quarter. Here's Black. Nothing on the board. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
A decent threat from outside. It's big for Anthony's confidence when he's knocking down those shots.
Thomas against Wagner from 11 feet away. Thomas, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Now Anthony. Last time out he had 14 points. And they call an illegal screen here. And the new power rankings still in the first month of the season. Here's a chance to compare early returns. Taking a look at New York, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they've just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
Anthony against Thomas, and he's going up for the alley-oop, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Suggs.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Thomas, and that one goes long. The Magic trail by 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Orlando, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
To the inside, Jordan in the corner. Thomas passes to Mann. With 2 seconds left. No good, shot missing. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
28.
This one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard.
With almost entirely new group. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Wendell Carter. Wagner comes in for Banchero. Wagner's checked in for Black. And it's Suggs in for Anthony. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mr. Moves checked in for Jordan. Mack comes in for Champ. P, he's checked in for Bacon. And Thomas subbed in for James Harden. So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Mr. Moves out there with P. Then it's P. Then it's Thomas. And it's Man in its center.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Suggs looking around. The pass to Bitadze. Here's Wagner. Chicago grabs the miss. He's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Pass to Man. Here's the floater. And that one, good. Thomas got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Suggs finds Wagner. And Thomas over to help. Caldwell Pope passes to Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. Thomas grabs the rebound. Chicago leading by 13. So, Stan, we watched Contavious Caldwell Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams. And he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. Well, Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Now, here's Wagner. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Charlotte. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Chicago calls timeout. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Thomas dishes to Man, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
The Magic trail by 14. And here is Suggs. 20 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
The ball goes to the away
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are going out east in the early season. A look at Chicago. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's the Magic. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And when I look at Orlando, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Here's Black. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Now, here's Wagner. Defended by Mann. Suggs with the ball. Law with the rebound. Law's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mann.
2 minutes remaining.
At 3 off the mark.
2 minutes.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Wagner passes to Bitoncio. Ticked away. Thomas kicks to Law. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got 8 here in the quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Bulls?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well. And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strengths.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. A nice shot by Black. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Clock is at 3. That one off the back iron and out. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Charlotte.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Wagner outside. Shoots over Mann. And so it's Chicago with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Well, for Chicago, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and, of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it? Shaq, right? That's the point.
Obviously. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, they were playing like those Clippers, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, slapping the ball, hammer. They looked out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from P in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Carter. Mo Wagner comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Chicago also making some changes. Bacon, he's checked in for Mr. Moves. Champ comes in for Mack. And Thomas subbed in for Pete. They've got Black. Mo Wagner out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. Jordan. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now Anthony, he's got 10. Wagner outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Law. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Assisted.
Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Banchero. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Orlando's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Wagner. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Ha. And he banks in the layup. Champ's got 8 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Bacon's shot is off. Well, Orlando shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Anthony on the wing. Banchero outside. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Unloads. Anthony's shot is off. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Law dishes to Jordan. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. You got to like what P has done in this game.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Black. Pass to Bitadze. Back to Black. And Bacon pulls it down.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Ha lays it up off the glass. Champ's got 10.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Thomas passes to Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
There's 1:47 left in the third.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here are the Bulls now. Outside Thomas. To the middle. Jordan kicks to Thomas. Shoots over Wagner. Thomas's shot is off. Orlando's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Now here's Anthony. 10 points for him. Over Jordan. Anthony can't hit.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Knocked loose. Thomas with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Ha. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Anthony. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Well, Anthony knew the spot he wanted to get to off the pick and executed.
And here is Hunter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Outside Thomas. Just 3 on the clock. Misses there. And so it's Chicago out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or someone on the floor for Orlando.
At the line,
Stan, I can talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit. In his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not getting as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
Oh, that's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very difficult. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. P out there with Thomas. Then there's Champ. Then there's Bacon. And it's Mack in at the center, locking down the middle. Back to Suggs. Stolen by Thomas. Kicks it to Mack. To the paint. Thomas against Suggs. Thomas passes to Mann. That one drops for him. Mann's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Suggs. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal
and a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. And then on Monday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that game against San Antonio, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing and officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
And so he hits both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Magic have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Banchero. Over Jordan. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area. Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal
The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10", Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skills?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Wagner outside. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
First one falls for him. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Here's Champ, pass to Thomas. Inside. Here's Ha. That shot, no good. Nice defense from Wagner. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Suggs in the corner. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Here is Thomas. On the wing, man. He's covered by Suggs. Outside for Jordan. Thomas against Anthony. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero with the ball. Anthony taking his time here. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball, but he deserves more credit for his defense. He's a high-energy player who likes to make things difficult for opposing guards.
First free throw is good. And Anthony drops them both. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Pass to Thomas. To the inside. Here's Mann. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Jordan against Banchero. Right wing. Here's Suggs. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Orlando Ball.
Checked in for Banchero. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Harden's checked in. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Another miss by Orlando.
2 minutes.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Passes to Thomas. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
Anthony against Thomas. Anthony down low. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Thomas. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Mr. Moves.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Harden finds Thomas. Fires from the wing. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And it's the Magic with the ball. And the foul on Pete.
Thomas.
That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Well, you know, at 6'10", Wagner brings a lot of versatility to the court with his scoring, passing, and ability to defend multiple positions.
Tries it from 19 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Now Suggs. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just, guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
I just went by the watch with a whole lot of diamonds to shawty my time. Took a trip out to Cali to hang with the make a play and get off that. I say R.I.P. Kobe, so fly when I ball out, where I skydive. So much on me could've went by the Williams, the Rudies, a big Popeye. In a whole different bracket, this life is immaculate. If you hit me for you know that I'm taxing. Keep buying clothes, that's still in the packages. If he say that he robbed me, he capping me. Really no throw sevens like Kaepernick. You not blind and you see that we have it. Known in my city, so no, I'm not average. Came a long way from in the cabin. Know that I in the that I rep. Went to Solomon, I shot the 10 for 600 on all our net. Paid it full like Mitch. Really having it. Got out that started rapping, and 6 months later I'm rich. No, I'm with some elegance. I'm with it some with a post, so I hope that you hesitant. If they make them wish that they never, most of these just they be telling it. Man, I'm finna take over, I'm stamping it. How you this hit that selling ain't rip. Left your dog in that rain and ain't help with it. How is you solid, you ain't never deal with it. You see me, I come different, I'm blessed with it. We ain't got the rollie, it go with my necklace. 30 for both, you could you mess with it. Can't do the show if it don't got a check with it. Dean Popo, I swear they irrelevant. Hating like I don't know, that's really jealous. Knowing they mad that they no longer next to me. Know that I in the that I rep. Went to Solomon, I shot the 10 for 600 on all our net. Paid it full like Mitch. Really having it. Got out that started rapping, and 6 months later I'm rich. Cornrows and manicure toe, Fendi Capri pants and parasuit clothes. Rise to Diddy and City with 1 or 2 goals. Straight into the pro. I know, and I love it when you make your knees touch your elbows and break it down low to the floor. There you go. Now throw it on me, showing every time I bust a rhyme, baby, give me some more. You say it like that when and I'll be right back. Yeah, that's my favorite next line. I use it time after time when I'm speaking my mind. It's no matter from shooting game to a pigeon to dime. I ask you who that is talking about the tick. Somebody probably jealous cause they, but ain't nobody else talking like this. Should we apologize? Just leave them. Hey, underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. If they right, Nelly, red, underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. If they right, Nelly, red, the break of dawn, money long, pass up the skirt to talk to the. Some say I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You ain't about money, then best be gone. I'm flashing, double takes when you nasty, nasty. Don't be scared, boo, go ahead and ask me. I'm thirsty, call me Jeff Gordon in a black SS with the navigation. Something smells amazing. Got a chick rolling up, half black and Asian. Another one-page telling me to come home. Her husband on vacation and left her home alone. I use the B12 powers, weight loss powers. I'm fat from the iceberg slim in one shower. Get a room. Kick the out the room cause she used the word hours. Hey, underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. Right, Nelly, red, underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. If they right, Nelly, red. Wash my hands under a gold spout when feeling icky. I ain't picky, start frontin' when the show's out. What you mean? 20 inches when they roll out. Come and get me. Big faces when they fold out. Is you with me? Don't make me. I keep a close eye when the door out. Then I slide off in the Escalade. Me and Key inside look like the ice capades. For me and he, Frosty, better than Bugsy. You understand me? Rap wrists like mummies. If you compare me to your local grocery, then you'll see I got more carrots than Aldi, more bread than algae. You can bag and scan me, sure like Albie. Meet the ticks in Maui. Hey, underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. What's going on now? so special, so special. That's why boy, I previous the girl and them a chase like petal. Thank Jah. I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Guy, you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them want me head pan black but pull it red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. Let them see a dirty heart you a got from that seat. Now them a say me mark and each time walk them say me walk fit. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me nah regret. Yeah, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why them a pre-list the girl and them a chase like special. But I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Like you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell the same thing. Jackie Stephen and the swine for in forward too much that them blind for. One plate of food them sell out mankind for. Yes, you have your answer with the bag of bad man. Besides, get them dirty work, so them want me shine for. Make them want with them a mix me in a for. Are the same thing, rise him 9 for. Every dirty work, Josh shall show them a sign for. Cause Jah make me special, and so special, so special, so special. That's why them a previous the girl and them a chase like petal. But Jah, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why I'm Jah, make me special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why I'm them a previous the girl and them a chase like petal. It's a special delivery. The moment live in the misery, but that day will never see special delivery. From my mother deliver me. I'm on the go, I'm on the go. But them bad man I want to stop me go. Jano, I'm on the go, I'm on the go. But them can't play me like the puppy show. Jah, make me special, and so special, so special, so special. That's why me them a previous the girl and them a chase like petal. But Jah, make me special, and so special, so special, so special. That's why me them a previous the girl and them a chase like petal. But Jah.
Yeah. Big bag got him big mad. Get into some money in his bag. Jumping out the roast truck with the temp tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. As in my hood, he gon' set it on stamp. And when them situations came, I came out like a champ. When it was pouring down raining, I came out of a damp. But now it's showers when we done all up in they traps. Can't be us cause they rats. Stand tall, point a finger, never that. I knew it had it all, went to the bing and get it back. That's why I'm humble as ever, and I rumble whatever. Don't chase cause they come with the cheddar. I see my man girl start acting bougie when he the cheddar. Before you know it, better. I knew about it and I wanted to tell him I felt funny as ever. But when I told him, he went running to tell her. Remember I was down bad, I'm talking under the cellar. None of Rolls Royces come with umbrellas. For the rain and all the pain that we've been through. If you don't feed your wolves, they gon' put you on the menu. That's why I be with family and some boys that I've been new. If money determine loyalty, we and all go against you. Facts. Rule number 1, never count your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number 2, never trust a for some purses. Rule number 3, say you send that money, you better stop splurging. Cause when it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you worthless. Respect the game, the fame. We millionaires, you watching Lil Chain. Disappeared quick as Lil Zane. You feeling yourself, I know you got a little lame. Just hold your composure, I seen it happen over and over. That couple 100,000 holding you over. That ain't real money, that's bill money. Buy a rollie, get a will money. Pay a lawyer, take a deal money. You tapped out, ain't got no appeal money. Calling home like did you wrong. But when you had that money, you could've put on. In the moment that they put on you, you're gone. Student of the game, I'm just ahead of my class. I'm that, but I never got my head of my. I'm doing good, but I'm ready for bad. And you won't never catch me frontin', cause I'm used to being second to last. Respect the game. Rule number 1, never count your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number 2, never trust a For some purses. Rule number 3, say you send that money, you better stop splurging. Cause when it's all said and done, you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you worthless. Respect the game.
Joe boy, off top, popping up, cross town, gotta get bending through in the hood, yellow tags, he gon' juke, curve weight, what it is, take the time, in the sunland, remix, sweater wit, keep it lit. We the new Delph Road, Manor Park, Melrose, Bride County, let's go, whole hood behind me, Golden Acres, Pine Tree, early corner, Steve, on the scene, scream, say you bout it, let me see, rep you, let me see, let me see, let me see, throw it up, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Let me see, fast music, now pop all the all the rock and blue, say I'm full. Hit the club, it's a move, parking lot. Let me see, can you do it? Paddock, red roof, let me see you throw it back. Driftwood, where you at? Post it up, little hater, Haitian boy, crazy hater, Haitian boy, tell the home, new dome, on crumb, west side, east side, back port, power height, one of them, deep side, sunrise, alright. Let me see, 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 get a lead, drop a wall, peel all the way back, 4th, 5th, 5 dog, recipe, Haitian pack, cross tracks, by you, everybody getting money, me and Stat, chasing cars on them blocks, serving, Kaya City, one-handed, black flag, deal feel, keep it real, play that game, SG, yes sir, play that game, SG, yeah, Haitian boy, ZML, baby snipe, 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 let me see, 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 you get about me, Dade County, Palm Beach, Parkway, Lauderdale, Haitian boy, can you tell, interview, straight, she from Dilla, throw that in the mirror, then revere, send my love to the joint, can't forget Canal Point, CB, Dune City, Polk County, get with me, LP, Franklin Park, Hollandale, Liberia, Danny Beach, Carver Ranch, recipe, the YG, Zone 10, represent, young in the tent, new era, what to do, don't be scared, rep a crew, Lincoln Park, let me see, 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 all my in the state, everybody gon' fizz, hope a lock, a third out, homestead, in the poker, being projects, in Ferrari, me and Fred, made a post by me 4 months, he was, little van, where he at, where he at, where he at, Alabama, where he at, where he at, where he at, let me see, 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 let me see.
got too much headroom. Thinking about my relationships that didn't even last. What I didn't get out of them, I swear that I'm trying to get it up about you. You let me go and now I feel so light blue. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. The red, shades like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't breathe on. She's on my mind all the time. I must be blind, I can't even read the signs. She said stop crying and get used to the try.
I'm not in a mood, cause my flight delayed. So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip, everyone in my DJ paid. Why is my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pray. Why is my man wearing a Jesus piece? How did she squeeze in them jeans? Petitest waist, take time with it. We don't beef nobody like GBK. Woke up on the wrong side of bed, so he's gonna get. If I don't have my peace today, I love my young boy, I won't lead him straight. I'm stuck to little bro like PVA. Paid already, I don't need no hit song. We don't need ID, little bro 17 in the club, he ain't scrolling TikTok. F's just saw him off. Which one, who do you want, bro? Pick one. If I shoot my shot, matter of time till I get them all ticked off. Alright, we could go ban for ban.
We can go M for M.
$250,000 for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the version, the bribes, I'm really the threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Bro, I do it for some shoes and some clothes. You'll see what it'll do for a necklace. Right trail, look like a spider, it's crawling $1 on just the accessories. She made me wanna go harder. I like a whole aura, I think I'm obsessed with her. Birthday, the worst way, he had a wish. I get right under their skin, I don't even try, I guess I can't help it. I'ma have love for bro for life, we talk or not, I step with him. Of course you could beat me at talking, ain't no back and forth until we catch up with him. And making the opposite mad, I done fell in love with it. You can't sell fish with a cute one, bank account look good, it's a new one. You the type like the type on computers, got a mask but he ain't no. Top 10 but she don't act bougie, me and your friends, you can go to Aruba. Hit friends, it depend on my mood, Maybach van, this ain't no Uber.
We could go ban for ban.
We can go M for M. Mama got a body like Kim and them. Mama been killing that gym. We can go watch from chain to chain, the rings, I'm him. I done got rich, but I'm still with land in London and go to the ends.
We could go ban for ban.
We can go M for M.
$250,000 for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the version, the bribes, I'm really the threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
So you think I ain't gonna speak from my heart, you know what I'm saying? I want 1,000. Yeah. I done turned a dancer to a trophy. I done bought rings like Kobe. Never sent a tweet with emotions, she heard that, she got emotional. Got my heart like, I feel her heart beating when I'm hugging her. Take me back to Kingston to see my ancestors. On your grave and some red leather. Turbo pound of murder seats, bird feathers. Keep lying on me like Carmelo. Don't lie to me, I'm on God levels. Forever's not long enough. If it's endless, what we done? Either you're a rebel or what we done? Stars, what we doing? A few remain nameless, deserve my dedication. I just want my movement like Larry Davis. Came from Amsterdam, had my head up. Screenshot, got me fed up. Playing with like a filter. She ain't tryna shop me, she thinking selfish. I just bought my young new Rosellas. Went to Tokyo, I had to hit the like the kicker with her cause she played soccer. Enter to some goals. No, she want that Bentiaga and it's obvious. Real patience for them big faces and I got it. Still from the last night. The ones working. I just left. Your wife at the back. Leave me all alone, I'm throwing a party. I'm gonna have commitment in this world of sin. Try my best to love you in this world we in. Take another look at every foreign I'm in. End up with the that I started with. I must been when I recorded this. Had in my hand while I was typing it. I know I'm arrogant, but don't be trifling. I iced at you once and you got iced again. These guitars sound like Parliament. I just blow the chick, baby, pardon me. All black trimmed up burgundy. Keep it real with me, no perjury. Put them bags on her arm like waysand. Since Fifth Avenue, she ran through 80 bands. Got your passport ready with some aliens. Got my transport up, I'm on radiance. Got my transport up with Mercedes-Benz. I can't never give up on what we had. Abracadabra made my side better. I'ma stay down with you, but don't give me a headache. Lifestyle's radical, please excuse me. California housing, getting better with my visions. Audemars, Richard Mille came in the FedEx. Like a grudge that I ain't never again. While I'm looking at my present, presidential tense in the back, I done made it. You better stay on your getting graded. Take you to a spot and same boss as you ready. Whip the double R with the stars in the head wrist. Caught up with the baby, did I change the edge? Times got hard and I your lashes. Everything real, I got my gold veneers added. But I will rock a paddock if you love us. Maybe it'll be. I know I lost your trust, but I made you. I got to tell you how I'm feeling. I tiptoe, now I dance with the devil. I take the boat out to Bahamas. Shout it ride for a real one like a. I done turned a dancer to a trophy. I done bought rings like Kobe. Never sent a tweet with emotions. She heard she got emotions. Got my heart like I can feel her heart beating when I'm hugging her. Take me back to Kingston to see my ancestors. On your grave and some red leather. On your grave and some red leather.